Well, good morning. It is 11:25 on Saturday, November 16th, and I am at the Deer Lake Access in the Haliburton Highlands Water Trails. Once again, attempted to go on a backcountry canoe trip in Algonquin. I called the office on Thursday. I emailed. I called the other line. Nobody got back to me. So here I am. I don't know what's going on with Algonquin, but it's really frustrating. Thankfully, I have Haliburton to fall back on, and I'm so grateful for that. So the Deer Lake access it's kind of confusing. I've done a trip here before, a hot tank canoe trip, quite a few years ago. And I think I had that it was on Raven Lake, because the south end of this lake is Raven, and I guess the north end is Deer. And it's very confusing. But according to the booking, I am on 94A Deer Lake, not Raven. So, yeah. I'm just going to get up to the canoe here. The access is at the end of a road here, kind of like a bush road. It's not super rough or anything, and it's not super far. And then there's a parking lot just outside of this. So what you can generally do is just back your car in. I highly suggest backing the car in, because there isn't really anywhere to turn around here. There is a little spot here, but it's very swampy. I wouldn't trust it. So generally I back in. Can back in right up to the access at the lake here, and then just drive to the parking lot, park the car, lock it up, and then walk back to the access. So yeah, I'm just gonna get the canoe all set up, and we'll chat a bit more. I'm at the Deer Lake access, heading to campsite 94A, and no portages, nothing like that. I even saw some firewood on my way through town, so I picked up a bag just because I figured, why not? I can. It's local, so it's all good. And I have the nylon hot tent, the Light Outdoors Isola 4, and I have the fire hiking titanium wood stove with me. It's not supposed to be super cold. The temperature right now is 5 degrees, feels like 2, but I'm not really feeling that right now at all. The high today is 7, feels like 4, and then overnight it's going to go to about 1 degree, 0 degrees, feels like -4, and then around the same temperatures tomorrow. So not super, super cold. There's no snow. Winter has not arrived yet, and I'm wearing the dry suit just because it's late in the year. I posted a picture from Thanksgiving last week, and somebody kind of lost it on me already, saying like, oh, it's so cold out, and should you be out? I'm perfectly good to be out right now, as long as the water's not frozen. I'm trained. I've got lots of courses under my belt. I'm wearing my dry suit today, but even in other situations, and even today, my car's right here. I don't even think it's a half an hour or 45-minute paddle to the campsite. There's cottages on the lake. There's all kinds of places where I can stop. I have my ditch kit so I can make a fire. I have my dry suit on. Totally prepared. There's no safety issues whatsoever with me being out right now. For those of you who are new to my channel, just want to make that clear. Safety is my #1 priority when I go out on trips, and that's why I do these things and take courses and all the rest of it. So please do not have any fear, or don't fear the unknown. If you have a question, or you're wondering why I'm out, or you don't think it's safe, ask a question, send me a message, and I'll happily explain the reasoning behind it, and that all is good. I also have my water thermometer here with me today. I'm going to measure the temperature of the water. I was out 2 weeks ago in Haliburton at another lake, and the water temperature was still 10 degrees Celsius. I think that gives you somewhere between 1 and 6 hours before hypothermia sets in or you lose feeling in your extremities. So I am watching, I am paying attention, I know all the things to do and all the procedures. Yes, something random can happen, but if they do, I'm fairly prepared to handle them, and all is good. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I've got my green plaid H2O canoe. I'm roasting here in the sunshine actually right now, so I'm anxious to get on the water. So let's get going. I'm just paddling along here. I got my orange hat on because it is hunting season, just in case. The boat is pulling to the right for some reason. I don't know if I have, maybe the wood isn't centered properly, or maybe there's a bit of a current. I'm not sure, but I haven't stopped to film or do anything or measure the water temperature because I didn't want to take those couple of minutes and end up on the other side of the lake. So anyways, I've got it out now. Just gonna untangle the cord. Got a sinker on the bottom of it to make it go as deep as I can. And as soon as I straighten the boat out, I'll drop it in the water and see what the temperature says. All right, there we go. Oh, my instincts were right. It's under 10. Now, you gotta remember, this isn't going down very far. Maybe 2 feet, if that. And it's saying it's 6.7 degrees Celsius. So that's starting to get pretty cold. And I'll pull my chart up and insert it here so you guys can see exactly what that means. You know, a lot of people comment, well, you shouldn't paddle without a dry suit at this time of the year because the water's cold. How cold is it? That's what I wanted to know. So in the spring I got this thermometer, not this particular one because that one broke already, but I ordered a second one just a couple weeks ago to replace it. And I want to know how much the temperature of the water is. What is it at? You know, I know it's going to vary from lake to lake depending on the size of the lake, depending on where the lake is. But this lake right now, where I am, says it's 6.7 degrees, which is pretty chilly. If I get in the water here without my dry suit, I'm not going to last very long. You know, you've got to keep an eye on things and know the situation. So right now, knowing that the water temperature is 6.7, overnight if it gets to -4 or whatever it's going to be, there's very, very little chance the lake's going to freeze. It's not going to go all the way down to 0 overnight unless it's like ice cold, which it's not supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be 1 degree or 0. It feels like -4. So maybe a little skim of ice on the top of the lake, but nothing that will keep me from getting out. So that's what you got to watch at this time of year. And that's why I'm doing all these things, measuring the temperature of the water, so you can make a more informed decision and know exactly what that means. So hopefully it helps. I am actually staying out of the sun on purpose right now because I was just way too hot in the dry suit. So I'm sticking over to the shady side of the lake right now. All these beautiful big rocks here along the side of the lake, just gorgeous. This big dead tree out here. It's like a stump just sticking out of the water. That actually was a boat at first. Nope. So now that I've gotten into a bigger part of the lake, and the water is a bit more deeper, I thought I would measure the temperature again. 4.9 degrees Celsius. Big change. Almost 2 degrees lower. You know, people say they'll never dump. I know, I used to say it. And this summer I dumped on a trip. So I'll never say that again. You just never know. You never know what could happen. It's 12:15 and just paddling along here. I just passed the last cottage before I kind of get to the foresty area where the campsite is. And no one there either. Very, very, very quiet out here. I'll just come around the corner here and I can see the campsite. Wow, does it ever look different? Oh, I think I see a giant heron over here in the bay. Looks like it. It's not moving yet, but no, it's not moving at all. Maybe it is a tree stump. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so this front area here, when I was here last, the boat was here and it went out a ways, but it's all buried underwater. I think that looks like that's still the best access. I saw an opening when I came around the corner and I thought maybe I'd go up there, but from what I remember, it's kind of steep, so I gotta go take a look. Oh, look, there's a little teeny tiny beach. Let's just go straight uphill. It would be easier to unload here. It's closer to the campsite, but I have to pull the boat all the way up. I think I will unload the boat here, just for ease. Nice sandy beach. It's really sucking. Is it sucking sand? Oh, it's real sand. Nice. Yeah. I think I'll unload here. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, well, I've got the canoe tied up there. It was right against the shore because the water was going that way, and I think it might be changing now, but it's fine. It's not moving around. Once I am done paddling for the day, I'll probably just pull it up here somewhere. It's not too difficult. The hill isn't as steep as I thought it was, so all good. Just brought all my stuff up onto the campsite and was delighted to see this. My friend David Bain was actually here a couple of days ago. He sent me a message before he came asking if there was cell service here, and I looked back on my posts and saw that I had posted while I was here on Facebook, so I confirmed that yes, there was. And he left all this firewood. His tent was actually sitting here, which is where I put mine last time, and he brought a bunch of wood and just left it and then processed a bunch of wood. So I just sent him a message with a picture and said, thanks for the wood. That's really nice. But now there's not really enough room to put my tent there unless I move all the wood. So I might do that, or I might just put it up over here. This was the other spot that I almost put my tent last time. It is on a bit of a slant though, so it's not the greatest, and there's trees above, which isn't that good when you have a stovepipe going up into the air. Still should be fine, but I think I'd prefer to put it there. I picked that spot last time, and obviously David picked that spot when he was here because it's the best spot. So yeah, I think I'll move some of the wood over to the fire pit because I'm planning to have an outside fire for a bit. And then maybe I'll leave a little bit for inside the tent. I can't have that much wood inside my tent. That pretty much takes up over half of the inside of my tent. Wouldn't leave me any place to sit. So yeah, thanks David Bain, that was really great. And yeah, I'll just move that over. So that's a really nice treat. It's 1:30. I started setting up the tent. Everything's pretty much done. Looks like I forgot my pillow. Not sure where it is. Maybe it's here somewhere in a bag and I just overlooked it. It's not a big deal. I have my dry bag. I can stuff some clothes in there and easy peasy. I wanted to get some lunch in me quickly before it got too late. I have a tendency to eat lunch at 3 o'clock and then next thing you know it's time for dinner. So I didn't want to bring anything at first. I wasn't going to, and then I thought, well, I'll just bring something small. I have an OTG Meals shepherd's pie, which is half gone. I usually split these in half because I find them too much whole for me. So I'm just going to boil some water. Oh, I've got some boiling water here. And I'm just going to pour it in and wait 15 minutes, and then I'll eat that. And then I will probably go for a little paddle. That's why I still have the dry suit on. I haven't taken it off yet because it's kind of a pain to take it on and off. And I thought if I'm going for a paddle, I might as well just leave it on as long as I don't have to pee. I should be okay, and I haven't drank too much water, so I should be fine for a bit, I think. Alright, just pour the water in there, give it a little stir, and seal it up. And it's still a little late for lunch, but at least I'll be eating before 2, so I feel like that's a small victory. I've also got some snacks. I'm probably going to munch on something while I'm waiting for this. This little shepherd's pie has been on quite a few adventures. Bring it as an extra a lot of times, and kind of happy I finally get to eat it. It's really good, the shepherd's pie from OTG Meals. It's actually kind of funny. I grabbed this because my my dinner is beef based. So I just looked over and saw a couple of geese swimming by. And it's absolutely gorgeous here. The sun is shining. It's nice and warm in the sun. The thermometer says it's 10.7, but it's been in the bag, so just leave it sitting here in the sun and see what it does. Yeah. So I'm going to wait here for a bit for my shepherd's pie and do a few more things, and then I can get ready to head out for a little paddle. Right, so I moved a whole bunch of the wood over here. You can see how much was actually left. It was stacked up very nicely. Thank you again to David Bain. I also have my bag of wood there. And then I left a bunch over here to put in the wood stove in the tent. Got that all set up nice. Just have the doors open. There's no point in closing them really right now. I had the stove on this side of the pole. I just moved it over. I think it'd be a little bit more comfortable. I just always get worried about when I'm sleeping, and I like to be a little bit away from the wall. Even though with the condensation liner it's still so much better now, but I might as well have that space. This side is just where I'm sitting, so I think it's more important to have more room while I'm sleeping. So yeah, so there's the wood in there. That's just what I kept in there. I'm probably not even going to use all of that. So cool. I brought my little carbon monoxide detector. Charged it up yesterday, and that's all ready to go. And yeah, that's about it. Well, I just came out to the side of the campsite here by the bay that I checked out when I first arrived, because those geese were over there in the corner, and all of a sudden one just went, made a big honk, and then they all took off down the lake. So I thought maybe there's an animal there or something that scared them off, because I didn't say anything or make any noise or anything like that. It actually startled me. I keep an eye on it and stay nice and quiet and see if I hear anything. Come back and check in a bit and see if anything's come out. Maybe there's something walking in the forest. I don't know. Interesting. All right. I got like about 1 minute left before my shepherd's pie is ready to eat. I'm gonna get back to my chair over here in the sunshine. Should be sitting out here, but I just found the closest spot where all my stuff was and plopped it down there in the sun. Okay. I'm hungry. Thermometer says it is 20.8 degrees in the sun, and my timer just went off, so I'm gonna have my shepherd's pie now. Yummy. Not a bad view to have with lunch. Oh, it's just a couple minutes before 2 o'clock, and my shepherd's pie is ready. Oh, it smells amazing. It looks amazing. Actually, it doesn't look amazing. This is one of those meals from OTG that never looks very good, but it's spectacular. The corn, I think, is what makes it for me. It's just so fresh. Just tastes like it's picked in the summer, and it's got this crunch to it. It's fantastic. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm going to go eat. I'll see you in a bit. Got some cheesies left over from Halloween. I had room in the bear vault, so I just threw a bunch of stuff in there. Like I said, I didn't pack very meticulously. It was a quick thing. I think I was packing at like midnight last night. I heard a little splish splash over here, so I thought I'd come out and take a look, but I don't see anything. I'm just gonna eat these, and then I'm gonna put all my stuff away, and maybe I'll just throw it in the boat and go for a paddle. It's really nice out. The wind is almost gone. The sun is shining so brightly. It's beautiful, and hopefully get a nice sunset. And yeah, the water's really blue. Everything's just really nice today. Super quiet out here, and this is awesome. All right, it is 2:30, and I am back on the water. Campsite all set up. Lots of wood to make nice warm and cozy fires. I'm actually really looking forward to sitting in the hot tent again with the stove going. It's just such a wonderful feeling to be in there, and it's just so toasty warm. I love it. I don't have a fireplace at home, so it's kind of the closest I'm gonna get to having a wood stove right now. Beautiful sunshine, and I was in the tent, just zipped it up and stuff, right? Because I thought, well, I better close it just to keep the animals out or whatever. I do love my beautiful hat. Oh, there's nobody out here, but I feel like a clown. Yeah. Anyways, there's nobody out here, but you never know. It is hunting season, so I don't want to get shot. So just scared a bunch of something. I don't know what they are. Ducks, maybe. Geese, I don't know. I just went to turn on the camera, just before they took off, and I wanted to say how shallow the water is here. Like, it's super shallow. Like, some places it's maybe a foot deep, and some places maybe a foot and a half. Some places less than a foot. The color is just so unbelievable. I haven't edited this or anything. This is just like, the sky is super blue. It's amazing. I think I'm coming up to where that cabin is. There's the cabin. And I don't see anybody. Don't see any smoke coming from the chimney. So, this is also where the tree was down. It was right here. So, I cut it at the end there. I had to pull the canoe and all my stuff through there. And it's kind of like, swampy. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Yes, that's my paddle hitting the rocks because it's very, very shallow. Oh, it's so nice and warm in here. There's no wind. Sunshine. I think I hear the waterfalls. I must be getting closer. And then it's on the right side. Portage must be right here somewhere. It's gotta be close. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I hear them. Okay, just need to find a good spot to pull up the boat. Easy. Easy peasy. Alright, I'm just gonna pull it up on the rocks here and jump out, and let's go take a look. And look at this. Raven to gun. Doesn't say deer. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go take a look. Hopefully I'm on the portage. I think it's here. Kind of hard to see the trails sometimes in the fall because of the leaves. Oh, it's super loud. Wow. Oh my goodness. There should be water here. Wow. Just a trickle. Alright, well, checked it out. It's really pretty. This is my favorite over here. The sun is just coming through there. It's just beautiful. I also noticed while I was standing here that there are tire tracks on this bridge. Probably from an ATV, but it looks the same width as a vehicle. I would assume it's an ATV or four-wheeler of some sort going off that way, so kind of freaks me out a little bit. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, took a bunch of pictures and videos, and I'm gonna head back to camp now. All right, well, if you were like me and you weren't sure if this way was possible at this time of year, now you know. Yes, it is. A little bit shallow in some places, but I didn't actually have to get out of the canoe anywhere. Even if I did, it still wouldn't have been that much of an effort, so yeah. And nice to see that someone cleared up that tree. It's been a while, like I said, that I've been through here that happened. A couple of years maybe. But glad it's been cleaned up. I think it's been 2 years. Yeah, just going through a little bit of a current here. Hopefully I picked the right way. So I can get stuck. It's super shallow here. These show up the better get stuck. It was a little better than what I went through the first time. Because I'm going with the current. Awesome. I'm so glad I did this. It's so pretty here. I love little waterways. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. That sun is totally blinding me. There could be a bear like right in front of my boat and I wouldn't even be able to see it. Like I can't see anything right now. Well, I hear something running around over there in the leaves, but I can't see anything. Here? Probably just a squirrel, but you never know. Probably just a squirrel. Oh yeah, there he is. I thought it was you. Although that tree looks like it's been eaten by a beaver. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Just came down the tree. Oh, it's 4:15 and I'm playing Race the Sun. See me here? Hi. I was doing some cool, I was doing some cool shadows on the tent, and taking some pictures for the cover photo for the video or whatever. And I was losing the sun. I'm like, oh my God, hurry up. So I was about to hang the string lights and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go. That's why I moved the canoe over there, because when it sits in the shade and the sun's like full on like that, you can't even see it. Like it's just kind of gone. Anyways, there it goes behind the trees, 4:15. It's gonna be a long night. I'm glad I have the hot tent. I gotta sit outside though for a while and have a fire until it gets like, you know, so I can't see anymore. I'm gonna hang the lights up and I'll hang out outside for a bit, and then when I'm ready to get nice and warm, I gotta go in the hot tent. So, beautiful. Look at that. Okay, bye. Thank you. Well, hello. It is 4:45 and it's starting to get dark here already. I got a nice fire going. I just put some water in my pot just because it's always nice to have some hot water if I want a hot chocolate or want to put it in my hot water bottle and sit it on my lap or in my shirt. Not too bad right now, just my hands are a little bit cold. It is 5.8 degrees, so it is pretty chilly. I've got the pan on actually. I just brought some ground beef. It's already seasoned with seasoned salt and garlic powder, but I brought some of that taco mix stuff, so I'm gonna throw that on there and just kind of fry it up in the pan. And I got a tomato to chop up and shred some cheese. I got some wraps, and I'm just gonna make some tacos. I might make the taco up and then put it on the fire to warm it and melt the cheese. I don't know. That sounds interesting. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.